What is up, everybody? I'm your legendary commander, and welcome back to Ark. I know it's been a while, actually, but I wanted to go ahead and bring y'all a video because everybody keeps going to my other videos for metal on Ragnarok. So, here is the best metal locations on Ragnarok, and right off the bat, you can see there's a drop in the background, which makes this even better. The reason why is because you don't have to carry it. You can upload it and then teleport it back to your base if you have a transmitter. So, the best location is 80.9 and 62.7. Give or take a few, because you're going to be kind of flying around this area. And as I always state, if you don't have a buddy, these metal locations are not going to be as fun to hit because, well, Ragnarok is really bad about not putting metal in deep clusters. But this literally is the best metal location on all of Ragnarok. As you can see, as we fly down, you can see massive numbers of metal all along the walls, on that rock face in the center. And as we turn, we can even see obsidian. It looks like there might have been a little crystal. That may have been salt, though. Definitely salt there. More metal on the walls here, there as well. Tons of obsidian down here. You do have the occasional threat, such as scorpions, but that may not be a problem at all if you keep a Megatherium in your back pocket, as they are Titan gathering gods. I didn't do that in this case, of course, but, and yes, indeed, this is salt. It can be helpful because you need that chitin to turn into cementine paste, which you're going to need for the metal anyway. However, do also be careful of rock golems. They do hang out in this area, so you do have to watch out. But as you can see, more metal right here up on this little wall. It's actually a safe place to park a large number of Argents, relatively. No area over here is exactly safe, if you want to put that in quotations for safe. I essentially do a quick loop back here, and then, well, once we go inside the cave, we're going to find even more metal nodes. Not nearly to the same degree as what you found outside, but more inside. Make sure to do yourself the favor, make sure you check all routes in, because this cave does have multiple entrances for all the metal you can get and all the obsidian if you need that obsidian. So now moving on, we've got a different base location. This one is going to be not a metal location to, hey, you should come mine here. If you can, mine back at Pride Rock, where I showed you originally. However, this is a good place if you live in this area. You can get a lot of nodes. Again, bring a buddy. Always bring a buddy when it comes to mining. If you don't, you're going to be miserable while you do it. So we do a little time skip here, and you can see as we get to the back side where the desert is, you start to see metal nodes pop up. Now they're small on the outer edge, but as you continue going, you'll find more. Now, like I said before, this is not a place to go, hey, this is a great metal location to get metal. It's a good place if you live here, but I would not take my Anki here to get metal, as there is a lot of traveling up and down hills. You can see there's a few metal nodes here and there, and the majority of the metal nodes are kind of clustered up a little higher. But you can see individual nodes in the area, and if you're willing to put in the time to actually hunt them all down, you could get a sizable reward. However, if you don't care that much, this is not nearly as good as Pride Rock. But again, if you live here, you're not far from Pride Rock. You can hit this node section around your base whenever you feel lazy, and then you can go out to Pride Rock for real runs and then upload back to your base and use the transmitter, if you have one, to transmit it back to your base, at least 10,000 ingots, and then carry the rest home. You've got this up here. And then our next location after this, as we are running to about the end of all the metal in this area, 64.4 and 63.5, and so happens to be my base location. Well, again, as always, once you live in a location, you kind of learn some stuff, and you see there was a few metal nodes there, and then 5 more right there. And my base is literally right there next to these nodes. Now, you can probably find, as long as you tuck yourself at a corner, this could be a good outpost base. And I may be actually still shaving off a few nodes. I know I'm at least shaving off 1 or 2. There was some more right there that I just flew over. And then you've got all these up in here. Now, these aren't necessarily all rich nodes. Some are rich nodes, some are not. And some break with 1 hit, some break 2 hits. And it kind of varies on the node. And as you can see, there's multiple nodes all through here along this little rock face. And then, pretty much, if you're still hungry for metal, there's some metal down below the base. Now, again, it's not much. This one's a little more okay if you live over here, because there's not a lot of traveling, but if you're really hungry, this is the part that probably gets a little more annoying, and that's the metal down below the base. You can see them popping in. There are some 2 spawn nodes right there. There's another node there. There's one in the rock there, another one there. I mean, you can see they're coming in faster than I can actually point out. Two across the way over there. And, I mean, they're all relatively close to the base. You don't have to fly a massive steep slope down. And you can find about, I'd say maybe about 10 more nodes down here. So overall, probably getting about 25, 26 nodes, somewhere around there. Not a bad little place for an outpost. And that's kind of what this base should be. It should be a sub-base to the Alpha Mountain. And between those three locations, you should have a lot of metal. So alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, hit that like button. Don't forget to hit subscribe as well. Make sure to tell your friends. But y'all take care. And I'll catch you next time.